Welcome everybody and happy Wednesday. Today, we're going to talk about the ultimate lifestyle transformation. Some of you already taken the product. Some of you are going to hear this for the very first time. And, I know how to talk about the ultimate lifestyle transformation. I know how I've been doing the transformation for several years, and I've been doing several times. But the other day I was looking at into social media and I came out across a perfect video to show here. And I said, why don't I do that and show the video about one of our leaders? And again, he's been in the business for 11 years. He knows the product more than probably I know the products. He knows how to talk about the products. He's amazing. So I'm going to play your video. You're new, you're in the right place. You've been on the products for a while. You're right here on the right place. So let me share this video. And after this, I would love to hear from you, your testimony about how you're doing the videos. Remember, we don't say we cured. We don't say the word see cancer, okay? Because we're not doctors. We're not here to prescribe. We're not here to heal you. So just be aware of that. But we love to hear your testimonial. So let me play this video so that way you can hear this. And I'm sorry that the image is small. I hope you can see it and you can hear it.
The ultimate lifestyle transformation. What's in it? Who's it for? Well, anybody that eats food and has a liver, kidney, and colon. This is an excellent program, whether you need to lose weight, inflammation, boost cellular health, gain muscle. And so we have the Liquid Sunshine. Liquid Sunshine is loaded with vitamins, minerals, and enzymes, wheatgrass, spirulina, and other superfoods. It tastes amazing. It's like drinking your vegetables. Then we have the Biomedic. Is the only super probiotic on the market, proven to pull the glyphosate out of the tissue and reduce C-reactive protein by 75% in 6 weeks. Excellent for the gut, cleaning out the gut. The greens also do the same thing. They cleanse and detoxify you at the cellular level. Then we have the Super Amino 23, essential amino acids. They build muscle, whether you work out or not. In this particular fast juice cleanse, ultimate lifestyle transformation, it saves lean muscle mass and balance blood sugar imbalances, making this the only organic anabolic cleanse on the market. Finally, we have the Apothecary organic cherry juice, the only plant on earth that has naturally occurring melatonin. So it helps you sleep like a baby, putting you in the anabolic phase, continuing the cleanse and detox process, assisting the organs in its detoxification. And then it has a 7,000 ORAC value. So it helps with oxidative stress while you're cleaning the toxins out of the body. And it tastes great. You take this right before you go to bed. And then we have the Super Cleansar. These are parasite herbs, clove, walnut, and other herbs known to kill parasites in the body. We flush out our dogs and our horses or our animals of parasites multiple times per year, and I recommend you do the same thing. This is a 30-day program. You can extend it through 90 days. It comes as a lifestyle and with the 10-day intensive. We have a Facebook group where we coach you through each step of the process. God bless.
All right. And today we are very lucky. I feel very fortunate that if you have any questions, or maybe Troy can give us some tips on what do we do on our transformation to get great success. So Troy, I know I'm going to put you on the spot. If you show up in my calls, I always put you on the spot. What can you tell us a little bit about this transformation or give us some tips? No, we can't hear you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. And hey, Jackie, good to see you. And Paulette. And so, I've been with the product for 12 years now. Michael actually sponsored my first transformation, and I've been juice fasting for 35 years. And I've been working professionally with herbs for 20 years. I've been studying herbs for 35 years, so I've been around the block, and you have tools in the toolbox and you can get what you need done. And I've since become a holistic health practitioner, and I help millions of people around the world. And, it's funny because I also teach exercise. I teach sleep hygiene, parenting, um, holistic principles around breathing mechanics, meditation, all these things. And each one has its own challenges recommending, right? However, we all eat every day, and only 4 to 6% of the food on the market is organic. So having organic options for my clients, my students, my following on social media is imperative. And I do recommend other farmer direct meats and wherever they can get frozen food, farmer direct. Otherwise, you got to go to the farmer's market. But here's the thing. I have friends and followers that live in, certain parts of Louisiana where there is no health food store. There is no, organic options. And so having organic options for me is imperative at this moment in time in history. And then if you dig a little bit deeper and follow some of my health protocols, fasting, juice cleansing, herbal medicine, clearing out parasites, getting the colon, the liver, the kidneys to flush out, like this is super important. If you talk about rebuilding your blood, your red blood cells replace themselves every 120 days. And so depending on what you're feeding it, if you're feeding it microwave, plastic, day glow garbage, then garbage in, garbage out. That's what you're going to be. And then lo and behold, statistically, what do we have? We've got 75% of the American people that are obese or overweight. Cancer rates are extremely high. 9 out of 10 Americans are metabolically dysfunctional. And suicide amongst children 14 to 21 is the number 2 killer. So we've got mental health issues, we've got addiction issues, and this isn't small statistics. This is the general population. And so, and I'm 60 this year, so I look at myself in the mirror and then I see what's available, in my own neighborhood. I see the health of the people. I go out to public sometimes and I see what people look like, and they're not very healthy. And so having an organic option is imperative as a health practitioner.
Yeah.
And so, and then I share that with other practitioners, because most people, even practitioners or health practitioners, they're also selling garbage. Citric acid made from black mold, natural flavors that have God knows what in it. And so, and that's just to name a few, not to mention silicon dioxide, magnesium stearate. These things are fillers, excipients, and Purium doesn't have any of that. It's pure nutrients down the neck. And what do I hear back from my clients? I've tried everything. I've tried everything. And then, oh my God, I thought I was eating organic and I thought I was eating whole foods. And I've never felt so amazing on these products. So I try not to push too many of my philosophies, but if you're not eating organic food, you're going to create some type of disease. And these are organic micronutrients. And it's not just about your macronutrients. It's about the micronutrients. The vitamins, minerals, and enzymes is required daily for health and nutrition. So I've been eating these for 12 years. This is my skin. I've got pictures of my muscles online. I'm healthy, but I'm only healthy to the degree the environment's healthy. So it's my job to get the rest of the world healthy, because once we start practicing health principles, we want to take care of the environment around us, which is so important. But first we have to learn how to take care of this environment, clean my side of the street. And so this is an incredible tool in my toolbox. Everybody eats, everybody's spending, investing money on their nutrition. But where are they putting their money? Most of it's giving it to the corporations that are continuously polluting the earth.
I love it. I love it. And by the way, my God, 60, you look pretty good, damn good for 60. Your skin looks amazing, Troy. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know,
Honey,
Troy,
let me throw
oh,
something in here.
yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Troy, could you go into a little bit about, I remember when you started, you really took those aminos on with a serious look, and we're doing a lot of them every day. What's your feeling about the aminos?
Well, anything that I try, Michael, or somebody turns on to me, I mean, the world is over marketed, right? And like I said, again, I can't say it enough. Most people are just marketing garbage. And so if somebody offers me something and it's clean, then I'm going to dig down to bedrock. I'm going to megadose it. I'm going to figure out how it functions in my body. And I was living in Santa Monica at the time. I had two small children. I was working out, really just walking. That was my dominant exercise when my children were small. And I noticed that I got a pump if I took 10, 15 of them just before I went and walked. I wasn't even pumping weights. I was just walking. And so I noticed that. And then when I was doing the transformation, I didn't lose any lean, precious muscle mass. And so, you think that's a big test, Michael. You should see how many I take to this day. And why? Because I met with the um, the creator of that product, Dr. Luca Moretti, and at 72, he was like, squeezing my muscle, and I was like, what, this guy had rock hard muscles, and he's an old guy. And he's like, I take up to 30 a day. So I've been trying to replicate that since he's told me that about 6 years ago. And so, and I fast or do calorie restricting fasting most of the day. And I've been doing that for 35 years, but I've only been working with those aminos for 12. And so as I get older, I take more. It's lean, it's effective, it doesn't bog down my digestion, and it's the most effective protein on the market. I love a good ribeye, and I eat high quality food. However, not during the day. And that's when I exercise. I exercise fasted and on those aminos. Doesn't go through the kidneys or the liver. There's no catabolic waste. And so super clean, super effective. I mean, I'm living proof because it's protein, so it's going to build your tissues, it's going to build your musculature, and it's going to build your skin, your fascia, your connective tissue. And so again, it's a tool in the toolbox. Super clean, super effective. I am living testament to that.
And to get 99% of the protein in those caps in 23 minutes, that's a miracle, wouldn't you say?
Well, yes. I mean, it's a miracle that you can get, very clean nutrients, period, in this day and age. People think they're eating food. The Latin Americans move up here, and within 5 years, they get diabetes and obesity. Why? And they eat whole foods. They've got a whole food diet: rice, beans, and corn tortillas. The corn tortillas are genetically modified and sprayed with glyphosate. People are eating poisoned food, period. Just look at the Latin Americans. And we're talking everywhere from, South America and Peru, Mexico, El Salvador, and it's like an epidemic. Am I right, Lucy?
Absolutely. Yep.
And so so this is the poison in the food. This isn't just a bunch of dumb fat Americans eating too much and not exercising enough, which a lot of people in Europe think. The food has been poisoned. How do I know this? My clients, my students, they go to Europe, they eat pizza, pasta, and ice cream and lose weight.
Yes. Absolutely. I was just there, and I'm gonna tell you, I didn't feel bloated. Uh, don't tell anybody. I was drinking wine, delicious wine, and I didn't. It's clean. It's clean. It's cleaner than here. And Troy is absolutely right. Not only we eat tortillas, but we eat um other stuff that we it contains corn. So in Mexico, we eat a lot. Unfortunately, we eat a lot of corn. We even have a drink that's made of corn. So, and on top of the tortillas, we eat our tacos, whatever we enchiladas, whatever we eat, and then on top of that, well, guess what? We drink the corn, and it's all full of chemicals. So we have a lot of work to do, a lot of people to help, a lot.
When you think of the coin phrase that Purium has developed through Dave Sandoval, I mean, and you got to think about, I don't care where if you're going to the grocery store and that's where you're getting the bulk of your food off the middle aisles and the canned goods and the packaged goods, you're actually living in a dream world to think you're getting nutrients. And as Troy just said, 3 to 6% of our food is organic, clean organic. So what are you really eating? So the line that Dave says, the quality of the food you eat will equal the quality of life you live. So if you're not
100%.
if you're not enjoying all the amazing, I don't care if it's the ultimate lifestyle transformation is a great pack to do for 3 months. Then you start getting in to the myriad of amazing foods that I've been eating for 12 years every day. And I'm 77 years old, soon to be 78. And I feel good. I look good. I am good. Why? Because I'm getting lots of purium in me every day. And Lucy and I are very picky about what we eat 99% of the time. So I just say to you all, what are you eating? What are you thinking about? Where are you taking that little body of yours? What road are you going down? Like, for example, I had a shake this morning with about 10 Purium superfoods in the shake. And both Lucy and I did about 2 16-ounce glasses of it. And we had an amazing egg sandwich with lots of lettuce and celery and a couple organic eggs with organic bread. At noon, we split a sandwich. That's all I've had today. The amount of nutrients, if you just get in, like Troy is saying, Troy is not telling people about Purium because he just wants to be in the Purium business. Troy knows what he's talking about, and he is committed to teaching that philosophy. And I have been looking at superfoods for 50 years, you all, studying various products and companies. And let me tell you, when you eat Purium and you stick with it, we remember Lucy and I, when Lucy, Chris, and I turned Troy on, we were excited to turn him on because we knew he would take it seriously and we would find out how good these foods really are because we were all brand new. I'd been eating the products for a couple of months when Troy started. And let me tell you, Troy jumped in full steam, and he promotes Purium. Right, Troy?
I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have, what else am I going to do? If I can't lock up my organic food options for my clients, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be marketed garbage from other people, and they're going to be contaminating my health program that I write for them. People are selling all sorts of things under the guise of health and throwing around organic and these other terms. But the fact of the matter is it's again, if you don't have organic options, 9 times out of 10, your clients are going to be marketed garbage. And so I stick with Purium, 100% because it's an option for me.
Yeah.
I've been in the health field for over 20 years professionally, and like I said, I don't care even if it's farmer direct. Only 4 to 6% of the food on the market is organic, and there's varying degrees of organic. And Purium's like biodynamic, which is the highest level of organics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's next level. Guys, I put a couple of videos. I'd love your feedback. They're 20 to 30-minute videos on the brand partner situation. I went into a studio and then I filmed another one here at this studio. 2 presentations, just
$20,000.
the essence of business, solving a problem, the essence of network marketing. The secret to business is not keeping your business a secret. And so I go through this. Go ahead and watch those. I got one from Melissa Hansen and Sonia Magruder. Big explanations when people really want to know what it is. And so if you find it's a valuable tool, you can make your own, you can replicate it. I thought Melissa Hansen's and Sonia's, and I know Jackie, I think you've watched all of these so far. I'm open to feedback, but I'm always making tools, that explain the business in a very egalitarian depth level. So those are both 20 to 30 minutes. Hopefully that will help educate you as well, so you won't waste your time. And
Love it.
you can screenshot it if you want and copy it and share it yourself. I mean, I don't know if you want to use it like that, but you can. I'm here to save the planet. So use it, don't use it, watch it, get educated, see if it works. Have you seen those, Michael and Lucy?
You know what? I've seen it. Yes, I seen the one day, and I really enjoy it, and I really want to take this opportunity to thank you, Troy, because I'm making videos and I know how hard it is. It's hard for me, but you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Let me just welcome everybody. I know we changed the time a little bit. We used to be here at 5:30. We changing the time from 5:30 to 5 o'clock starting today. But we're going to be here every Wednesday. And today we play the video. And I think you're more than welcome to stay here and listen to this video again. I feel like I need to play it again for the people that they just joined. I don't get tired to watch this video with Troy, and because it's a simple explanation of how to use the ultimate lifestyle transformation and who is this for. If you already listened to the video and you need to be somewhere else because the time change, you're more than welcome to stay, or appreciate it if you come back next Wednesday. So I'm going to
And
show
before you do that, Lucy, to take the time to watch this, like a 4-minute video that Troy did here on the Ultimate Lifestyle. I mean, you really can't hear it enough. I mean, I listen to stuff like Troy's does 10
that's the
times.
one I'm going to play. I'm going to play
Well,
that
I
one.
know, but I'm just saying, like the ones he put in the chat, the links,
Yeah.
please watch them, because you're going to learn. And you can't hear this stuff enough, because we are inundated with poisons, with food that has no nutrients. It's just an epidemic in our country, as Troy's saying. And sometimes you got to pound this stuff in your brain in order to eat more purium and get more real food, so that your body can have the joy that this ride is meant to be, as being a human being. So let's watch, everybody that's new here, whether you want to lose weight, Troy, just before your video shows, whether someone wants to lose weight or gain weight or just get healthy, could you do 1 minute on that?
Well, ultimately it is, here, I got 12 years and I've helped over 60,000 people. And the feedback is my average client loses 25 pounds in the first 30 days. My athletes gain muscle. I've done it a couple of times a year for the last 12 years. It clears out inflammation. It helps clean the filters of the body. You got 2 filters, 2 pumps, kidneys, liver is a filter, and then you've got the pumps, which is your heart and your lymphatic system. And so it changes the viscosity of my blood when I do it, and so my body functions more optimally. My kidneys and liver can function. Liver has got over 900 functions. And I live in this environment too. We're only healthy to the degree the environment is healthy. And if you look at industrial waste and billions of pounds of toxic compounds pumped into the environment since the industrial age, and brake dust and the tire dust that's coming off of everyone's vehicle, it's a good idea to assist the body in its detoxification processes. Food is medicine, according to Hippocrates. And so, but most people are eating foodstuffs, and greens are natural detoxifiers. It takes radiation from the sun and converts it into electricity and energy for your body to do the two things that we're doing at the cellular level. The only two things: we're taking in nutrients, sequestered sunlight, biophotonic energy, and that same food has the ability to detoxify or clog up your system. And greens are excellent for that. And so I'm assisting the body in its own processes. And I've been practicing some form of fasting, juice cleansing, intermittent fasting for 35 years. So I'm living proof of utilizing that tool, and juicing, you know, vitamin and mineral enzyme rich pre-digested nutrition to go straight into my bloodstream without any kind of catabolic waste. I used a juicer to masticate it, and then Purium uses a juicer and then dries it at air temperature. So you're getting dehydrated nutrients. And that's why when you taste it, it tastes so alive. It's been done on the farm. And so raise your hand if you actually feel it.
Yep.
You know, when it goes into the body, you know, that's the Purium difference. You know, people really feel it. So that's my 1 minute rolled into 3.
Well, I tell you, my recommendation is eat Purium more and more and more. Get it in your system and watch the proof in the pudding, as Troy has proven, as Lucy has proven over the years, and I have proven, because we all are big eaters of this stuff.
Well, I wanted to say something because Arena welcomed Steven, and Steven looks like he's a bodybuilder. And I did a recording with Jeffrey Kipple, who is the founder of Natural Bodybuilding Competitions. He's out of Canada, him and his wife. And he has a great recording I did on utilizing the transformation for getting the body to function optimally so that you can have a clean platform to build more musculature and cleaner muscles. Actually have a lot of friends in the natural bodybuilding at my age, so the 60 age range. And it's very important as you age, because I know there's a lot of drugs in bodybuilding as well. My brother was a bodybuilder and still takes a lot of performance enhancing drugs, and that is hard on the body. And so whether you're using performance enhancing drugs or you're a natural bodybuilder, it doesn't matter. This is going to clean out the liver, the kidneys, the blood, and it's going to set that platform up for you to build on the next phase of your journey, you know, wherever that is. Some people get out of bodybuilding and certain levels of athletics. And, you know, like Dorian Yates talks about, you want to go towards, you know, holistic. Diamond Dallas Page also, you know, went towards yoga and got off the drugs and cleaned out his body and, you know, builds all that stuff. So let me get this recording and I'll drop it in the chat bot while Michael plays that video.
Let me play the video and let's enjoy this video.
The ultimate lifestyle transformation. What's in it? Who's it for? Well, anybody that eats food and has a liver, kidney, and colon. This is an excellent program, whether you need to lose weight, inflammation, boost cellular health, gain muscle. And so we have the Liquid Sunshine. Liquid Sunshine is loaded with vitamins, minerals, and enzymes, wheatgrass, spirulina, and other superfoods. It tastes amazing. It's like drinking your vegetables. Then we have the Biomedic. Is the only super probiotic on the market, proven to pull the glyphosate out of the tissue and reduce C-reactive protein by 75% in 6 weeks. Excellent for the gut, cleaning out the gut. The greens also do the same thing. They cleanse and detoxify you at the cellular level. Then we have the Super Amino 23, essential amino acids. They build muscle, whether you work out or not. In this particular fast juice cleanse, ultimate lifestyle transformation, it saves lean muscle mass and balance blood sugar imbalances, making this the only organic anabolic cleanse on the market. Finally, we have the apothecary organic cherry juice, the only plant on earth that has naturally occurring melatonin. So it helps you sleep like a baby, putting you in the anabolic phase, continuing the cleanse and detox process, assisting the organs in its detoxification. And then it has a 7,000 ORAC value. So it helps with oxidative stress while you're cleaning the toxins out of the body. And it tastes great. You take this right before you go to bed. And then we have the Super Cleansar. These are parasite herbs, clove, walnut, and other herbs known to kill parasites in the body. We flush out our dogs and our horses or our animals of parasites multiple times per year, and I recommend you do the same thing. This is a 30-day program. You can extend it through 90 days. It comes as a lifestyle and with the 10-day intensive. We have a Facebook group where we coach you through each step of the process. God bless.
There you go. You have it. Anything that you want to add, Troy or Michael, before I see if anybody has any question or any comments?
I think we can, if Troy doesn't have anything, honey, we can move right to questions.
Yes. Any questions, any comments? Anybody has, please turn your microphone and let's hear it. Let's hear it from you. We're here for you. We're here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time to support you, just to give you some support. Welcome, Ron. Irina, welcome. Steven, welcome. Welcome. Any questions, any comment?
Well, I just want to add that that the joy of eating these Purium superfoods, as Troy says so eloquently, the way your body starts nourishing and getting fed, it is a gift, you all. So it's just not about taking vitamins and taking a few pills, all that nonsense that's out there. You know, Purium is food. The quality of the food you eat will equal the quality of life you live. And Dave Sandoval, who's developed these formulas for the last 35 years, he's been working on putting formulas together so that people can benefit. And he studied with some of the great teachers of plants and product over the years. So, and then Amy, we just picked up some products today at the company, and Amy Venner, who runs our 41,000 square foot facility to make sure that every product is clean, where it comes from, tested 30 different times for any sort of chemicals, anything that shouldn't be in a plant. Believe me, we send it right back if it doesn't suit the standard. So we're a company that is in really another league, but we're really a company that cares about you getting nutrients so that your life can be happier, healthier, and more joyful. So as Lucy said, this call, we do it every Wednesday at 5, and it's purely to promote you eating the foods. Give it 90 days, as Troy was saying. On that little video, y'all can watch it on any time on Facebook, Instagram, and some of Troy's other videos, as he's got linked in there in the chat. So please, and there again, those aminos, you all get up to 10 to 50. When you do the Ultimate Lifestyle, we set it up for 10 a day. Well, be daring after the first month and start doing 15 to 20 a day. Watch what you notice. We are a real company committed to real clean superfoods, and you will feel the difference.
Love it. Love it. Well, this is the time when we have to say goodbye. And if you guys have any other question, Irina, any comments, any questions? Paulette?
Ron has a question.
Ron, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Paulette. You had your hand up earlier.
You had to unmute yourself, Paulette.
Okay, I can't stay any longer. I have another meeting, but I thank you very much, and I'll be coming back to some of these meetings. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Paulette.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Ron.
Michael and Lucy, I don't know if you remember me. I'm a friend of Joel's. And in 2018, I was the one who was diagnosed with cancer, lymphoma, a very,
Yes,
very aggressive form of lymphoma.
yes.
And Michael and Joel and I worked together to make sure that I was on Purium all the way through that process. There was 1 month that I wasn't on. That is the only month that my blood tests when I was going through chemo fell off. And the doctor told me, he said, I'm gonna reduce your medications. I said, don't you dare. I'll fix it. He said, how are you gonna do that? I said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna fix it. That night I got Michael on the phone and Lucy and Joel, and we put together a plan to get Purium back in my diet. And the next month, the doctor walks in with the paperwork and he looks at me and he says, are you Superman? And I said, what do you mean? He said, your blood work is perfect again. How did you do it? I said, do you really want to know? I said, if I tell you, it could cost you your license because they're not allowed to talk about this stuff. Okay. And he said, no, he said, I can't afford to have that happen. And I said, okay, that told me everything I needed to know about the medical profession. But the thing is, I won't say that Purium got me through cancer, but I will say that Purium absolutely, in my opinion, helped a lot. I was clearer of mind, my blood work all the way through, except that 1 month, that one stupid month, my blood work was perfect. It was just like I wasn't going through chemo at all. It was weird because the doctor's looking at me like, dude, what are you made of? Where's your kryptonite? So anyway, Michael and Lucy, if you're amenable, I'd like to chat with you after the meeting. Because it's time. We need to get back.
Definitely, Ron, and I remember those days, and we celebrated, Joel and Lucy and I celebrated your results every month because I know how the difficulty you were dealing with. So congratulations again. And yeah, let's talk. If you're free in the next, as soon as we get off this call, I'll give you a buzz.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
And,
Go ahead, honey.
and welcome back. Thank you. Irene, go ahead.
That's a powerful testimony. Now, I'm curious. When do you actually start? I'm on month 3 of the ULT. When do you actually start to, when are you actually supposed to start the cleanser again? I think I'm confusing myself.
That's okay. That's what we're here for. So you can start on the first, you do the 10 days and then you start 10 days with the cleanser. 10 days, consecutive 10 days. And then as soon as you finish your 10 days, you wait 20 days. 20 days, and on day 21, you start the second phase of the cleanser. Okay.
Thank you.
But just remember, I don't want to say in the beginning because some people started in the beginning very strong with the cleanser. Some people started in the middle of the month. Some people does different things, okay? But as long as you started 10 days right now, today, you wait 20 days, and then you start another 10 days later.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Jackie put it in here. 10 days and 20 days off. There we go. Right there.
And the main reason that package you have of the cleanser, it used to be 2 bags, 2 separate bags. And Dave put it together because he knew that if you just put 1 bag and they do it, there's 80 caps in that biodegradable package. And so when you do 40, 2 in the morning, 2 at night for 10 days, any eggs that were laid from the parasites that were killed, that died off, they're going to sprout during the next 20 days. And then you pick it up for another 10 days, Irina, and all of a sudden you'll pick up and kill many, many of the ones that survived. And like Troy said, I think he said he does it twice a year. You know, I do it about twice a year. That particular, I think
Yeah.
Dave Sandoval says he does it like 3 times a year.
I do it 3 times.
Yeah. So it just depends on you of how many times you want to do it. But you'll find that once you do it once, depending on your system and how you're eating and what you're eating, the more Purium you eat, the more nutrients and micronutrients and minerals and vitamins that you're flooding your body with, every system starts working at a higher level. So you're just overall going to feel the difference of improving your health. So you might be the person to do it once a year. So you'll figure that out for yourself. But congratulations on 90 days. You look, how's that 90 days go?
Well, it's great. I'm still in it, but it's great. Like I feel the difference. I'm going to definitely continue it. I'm going to continue my maintenance plan. So I'm excited to, I keep getting compliments about, how I definitely they can tell that I've lost, the inflammation, and I feel, I've had 6 kids, so I feel like I'm back down to like definitely pre-baby. And, weight wise as well. But it's just, I feel like I'm, back before, like I never had kids. So my energy level is great. And I feel great. My cravings are gone. I just feel amazing. So I'm going to definitely keep doing it.
Well, you look fantastic, young lady. And
Thank
I got to tell you, the reason Lucy, people like Troy, myself, the reason we are so persistent with wanting to tell people about Purium is hearing stories like Troy said, he's turned on 60,000 people in 12 years. Well,
Wow.
they have gotten results, and it just makes your life better. And when Ron went through what he went through, just getting on the Ultimate Lifestyle and the basic products in the pack, let me tell you, it's all so worthwhile.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Ron, so that way we can close the call. We're running a little bit late.
Just a note, not so much about Purium, but to back up what Michael said earlier about the food here in the United States not being the best. I just got back from a year in Armenia. Armenia does not import glyphosate in any significant quantities. Okay, all of their vegetables, all of their meat, everything, they don't have a choice. It's all organic and truly organic. When I was there, the first week that I was there, I stopped at one of the little roadside stands and I got myself a tomato and bought it. It cost me a nickel or something. The prices over there are so cheap. And I bit into it, fully expecting the bitter flavor of the tomato like we have here. All of our tomatoes are so bitter. And it was like I bit into a liquid cotton candy. It was so sweet. It tasted so good. The juice that ran out of the tomato was red, not clear. Okay. If you go and you get pomegranates, which is a big thing there. Again, you bite into it and the juice that runs out is red. It's not clear because they're picking it fruit, fresh off the vine. I know that David, when he's out looking at his different farmers and whatnot, or at least I've heard this. I think Michael, you may have told me about this. He looks for places like this that grow this stuff in this way. And I mean, I'd heard there was a difference. I'd never left the United States. I had no idea. When I got over there, I was like, I was blown away. The food there was so much better. It was so much better. And better for you.
Thanks for sharing that, Ron. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, so we'll see you guys, but we're going to close the call. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Remember, we changed the time to 5 p.m. So it's earlier for back east, and I will see you then. Thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you guys, and congratulations, everybody. And let's keep doing this wonderful foods that we have. Let's keep eating them.
And thank Troy. Thank you, Troy, for being
Oh,
featured.
absolutely, Troy. That was a surprise. I don't know you were going to be here, but thank you. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you.
Blessings, everybody.
Bye-bye.